few introduction words for people who do not know. For my RAW conversion, I'm not using Camera Raw software. And I'm not using Lightroom software. For many of you who never been using other software, it could be a shock, but after my explanation, I believe it will not be. I'm using actually Capture One 10 software, Capture One Pro, and I'm not trying to convince you to use this software because it just depends on your preference, how you really like either whether you prefer to use Camera Raw or you prefer to use Capture One. I'm just going to show you the differences between these two softwares. And I know many people using Capture One actually to process the images. That's why in this course, I also want to include this software because I want to make this very universal for anyone, no matter which software they are using. So let's just do small let's just compare the images. I'm going to open Camera Raw right now. I'm going to reset everything and I'm just going to hit done. And let's have a look for this image in the bridge. That's how Adobe software see it. And that's how the Capture One software see it. So we see the quite big difference in the color between Capture One and Camera Raw. So, of course, this course is not about the color, but I believe it will have huge impact. Maybe smaller impact if we work on black and white images, but there will still be impact. So, what is the difference? Camera Raw see colors different than Capture One see. Capture One see colors exactly as they are when you shoot the image, and Camera Raw tends to actually flatten the colors a little bit. So this is probably the reason why my software of choice is Capture One and not Camera Raw. Once again, I'm not trying to say any software is better because it will all depend to you. If you want to test any software, there's a bunch of trial versions. And even if I would not use Capture One, as I showed you the technique how I work in Camera Raw, I would work the same because at the end of the day, you can achieve the same results no matter in which software you are working. So, okay, we have difference in the color, but would there be difference if we convert the image into black and white? So, I'm going to open this image. Let's just see how it looks when we convert this to the grayscale. And then in Capture One, I'm going to convert to grayscale. I'm not going to show you yet how to do this, just compare. So this is now more difficult, but you still can see the difference. Actually, Adobe software adds some sort of yellowish tones to the image. And I can clearly see that if you have solid screen, if you have solid monitor, you'll be able to see that I can see some actually yellowish colors on over the highlights, and the blacks are not fully blacks. And Capture One, I can see whites being truly whites and blacks actually being truly black. So I see better contrast between black and whites and easy to see these differences. So in this lesson, I just wanted to show you these few differences between softwares. For some, they are important. For some people, they are not important. But yes, there are different softwares to process your raw images, and the choice is yours, whether you will be processing in Camera Raw, Lightroom, or Capture One, or any other software.